Starting with the pictures from Sangrur in Punjab, where protesters landed up outside the Chief Minister of Punjab's residence. Now, these were the pictures that came in. Thousands of them have been marching, have been protesting for not just the last few days, but for several weeks and months together. Now, their demands are simple. They wanted a minimum support price. They've been talking about it. They've also been protesting on highways. Now, the similarities are many between what happened in Singhu and what happened in Punjab. Similarities because both sets of farmers, and both of them from Punjab, have been asking for MSP. They've been debating, speaking to different stakeholders in Punjab, including the government of Punjab. But when it came to the protest, now both of them also blocked highways. Now in Singhu, when the farmers' protest happened, at the height of the protest, you didn't see a brutal crackdown on these farmers. But what happened today, these are the pictures coming in. We'll play those pictures, full frame of how the police in Sangrur cracked down on these farmers. Look at those pictures. And I'm going across to my colleague Amandeep, joining us live from Punjab. In fact, he's in Sangrur. Amandeep, what were they protesting for? What were their demands? And what eventually happened? And is Bhagwant Mann going to speak to them?
And if we talk about their demands, basically they are demanding regarding the panchayat lands. Just because the Punjab government has made a promise, in fact, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has made a promise with these farmers, and regarding the panchayat lands share, these are Niranjan, these are the farmers who are having the less than 5-acre land, and in fact that is their prime source of bread and butter. And that's the reason they are actually demanding the share in the panchayat land, so that at least they can run their bread and butter in a smooth manner. And Bhagwant Mann has ensured these farmers that the share in the panchayat land will be given, but that has not been notified. This was the main root cause of this protest. And when the verbal assurance was given by Bhagwant Mann and no notification has been rolled out by the Chief Minister, these farmers again decided to protest outside his residence. And this was what happened today itself. Since morning, they were sitting outside the residence of Bhagwant Mann that was actually located on the national highway. And they were sitting on a very peaceful manner. Nobody was indulged into any kind of violent protest, Niranjan. Nobody. And in fact, all of a sudden, when police has started gathering, a massive police force has been deployed at all the corners of that protest. And they started applying the force against the farmers to vacate the national highway. And even this protest was visible. This intention of the Aam Aadmi Party government was visible. And even Bhagwant Mann's last statement regarding these farmers, Niranjan, that was very surprising and shocking. Earlier, when the farmers were protesting and blocked the national highway, Bhagwant Mann said that these farmers are trying to mark their presence to raise their funds through these protests. What a shocking statement. On one side, Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwant Mann just 2 years back, they are stating these protests are the democratic right of these farmers just because they are fighting for their rights. But today, what happened to their rights when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party government, when it's come against the Aam Aadmi Party government, and when the anger just come out with from the farmers against the Aam Aadmi Party government, the democratic protest has been turned to something else. The police has started applying the force on them. The biggest question in this entire episode, Niranjan, is that who has given the orders to lathi charge against these farmers? Either the Chief Minister himself has given the orders, or the Chief Minister office has given the orders, or the local DC has taken the call to lathi charge against these farmers, or the local police is responsible for this lathi charge. This needs to be verified. If Chief Minister has not rolled out any kind of orders regarding this lathi charge, then the action should be taken against those officials who has taken the call to lathi charge against these farmers. And even if the government has rolled out the orders or the verbal orders to the administration to vacate the highway by applying the force, this is the biggest embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party government, and the intent was very clear. And even, Niranjan, we are getting the voices from the ground that they have started realizing that somewhere down the line, these farmers have opened their support during the assembly elections to Aam Aadmi Party, and now they are claiming that this was the biggest mistake they have done ever in their life. while opening their support to Aam Aadmi Party, which posed to pro-farmers party. But now the original face has come
Amandeep,
out
stay with me. Amandeep, stay with me. In fact, behind me, on the wall behind me, right? This is before elections, this is after elections. This is before elections and this is after elections. Before elections, langar with farmers at the Sangrur border. After elections, lathis for farmers in Sangrur, outside the Chief Minister's house. And where was the Chief Minister? We'll show you where the Chief Minister was. We'll show you pictures of Bhagwant Mann. What was Bhagwant Mann doing today? He knew. In fact, there were several reports in the media saying that the group of farmers and the activists, the unions, would be marching in that part of Punjab. And here's where the Chief Minister of Punjab was, Bhagwant Mann, chanting pro-farmer slogans in Gujarat, making promises for farmers in Gujarat on the campaign trail in Gujarat. The same Bhagwant Mann and his party, which was giving out langars, which was organizing langars for farmers at Sangrur. This was before, by the way, the Punjab elections were held. This was before the Punjab Aam Aadmi Party government was sworn in, before Bhagwant Mann became the Chief Minister. This was the reality then. This is the reality now. And that's where the story stands. Listen to some of those farmers who've been marching for the last few days and weeks, asking for just basic rights.
Extremely unfortunate in a democratic dispensation. Everybody has a constitutional right to protest. If the government is not able to meet the demands of a particular section of society, be it farmers, be it teachers, be it other sections of society, the correct way is to talk to them rather than lathi charge them. And insofar as the farmers are concerned, they are the people who feed the entire nation. Punjab is the granary of the country. Punjab contributes the maximum to India's food security. So therefore, under those circumstances, when you're dealing with farmers, you need to be extra sensitive.
It's really strange, painful and hurting that innocent, simple people who were protesting for their rights and who acted on the advice of the Honorable Chief Minister has been given this bad treatment which they never deserved. The Chief Minister, a few days back, when the farmers of the Punjab stopped the roads, blocked the railway track, made a statement that I advise them and suggest them not to block the roads, not to block the rail tracks. If at all they are to protest, they have a right to protest. They should gheraw the House of Chief Minister, the ministers, the MPs and the MLAs so that the people who matter should know about their demands. Unfortunately, these poor farm workers and the farmers, when tried to convey their demands by protesting outside the house of CM in Sangrur, they have been beaten. I think even the aliens, the Britishers have not treated the Indians like this, what this Aam Aadmi Party has done with the